Hello guys, happy Monday, it's me Tori and welcome back to my channel for another video. So today I am renovating Cat Scratch Cottage in The Sims 4. So you'll have just seen me just then. I decided to turn the lot around because I thought that it looked better. I thought that the back of the house looked better as the front of the house and vice versa. So I did that. I like this renovation. It only uses the Sims 4 base game and cats and dogs. And I don't think it's a lot more expensive than the original. So this is truly a proper renovation. If I say so myself, I'm kind of proud of it. Also, sorry if you can hear my dog barking, by the way. She wants to go on a walk and I will have to walk her as soon as I've done this video. But yeah, she's fine. I love her. She's my only excuse to be able to leave the house to exercise. So she's kind of great. But anyway, I thought we would renovate a cat lover's house today. I mean, we're all about cats today, not dogs. Sorry, dog, not your time to shine today. So this is Catarina Lynx's house in Brindleton Bay from The Sims 4 Cats and Dogs. And basically, I decided to renovate this house for a little save file that I'm doing. Only it's not going to be a little save file because it's going to be kind of a big deal. Oh my god, my dog's barking so much. But anyway, this house, like I was saying, I'm kind of proud of it. It's a cute reno. I decided to keep the color scheme on the outside similar to what it was originally. Oh no, I tell a lie, I did not. Or did I? No, maybe I reverted back to the original colors in the end, but I decided not to keep that blue siding because I did not like it, so no. I like my houses to kind of have like 2 colors of siding and stuff, not 3, because that's a little bit too much for my liking. I know the shape looks weird right now, but it is going to look cute in the end. Genuinely, this is probably one of my favorite builds I've done in a long time. So I'm kind of excited. Also, I'm just excited about my whole save file, to be honest. I don't really have a lot going on in my life right now. Not that anybody does. And this save file is just like a cute project to work on. I talked about it in my last video because I'm in the process of doing Brindleton Bay at the minute. I've nearly made all of the new families that I'm going to make. I've got one more to do. They're going to live in the big house, the big 64 by 64 lot. I need to make a family of rich Sims. I don't know what to do with them right now. Oh my god, this is a problem. I'm always interrupted by at least one pet. Like, I've got my cat usually meowing at me, or I've got my dog barking. But honestly, it's kind of fitting because, you know, Sims 4 cats and dogs and all that. Would have been more fitting if my cat was interrupting me, but he's fine right now. He's all good. You can see me struggling with the chimney at this point because it clips through the roof. I fixed that somehow. I'm not quite sure how, but I'm kind of proud of me for doing that. Good job. Although this only uses base game and The Sims 4 cats and dogs, this house is actually kind of cute. I'd love to live here, to be honest. But for this save file, I decided to just yeet Catarina Lynx out of her house and yeet her out of existence. She doesn't exist anymore. I have a new cat lover instead. I don't remember her name off the top of my head, but she's a very nice sim, and she has some interesting cats that are all named after fish or sea creatures. So basically how this started was I was creating her cats, and I randomized the name, and the first name that came up was Fish. I kid you not, Fish. And I was like, oh, I love it. How dumb is it to have a cat named Fish? I mean, that's dumb. So then I randomized the next cat, and I didn't like the first name, so I randomized the name again, and do you know what the name it gave me? Kipper, which is a type of fish. And I was like, oh my god, I kind of love it. So then I randomized my third cat, and I didn't know what to do for the names. I kept randomizing, and then it had Squee, like Squee. I'm not good with spelling. Squee. And I was like, no, you're not called Squee, you're called Squid. So now this cat lover, she has 3 cats called Fish, Kipper, and Squid. And you know what? I love that. I think it's great. Because Brindleton Bay is by the sea. I mean, it's literally Brindleton Bay, so of course it's by the sea. What do you expect? So, I mean, it's kind of fitting that she has 3 cats named Fish, Squid, and Kipper. I mean, I think it's cute. And then with this living room, I just made it more pink because it wasn't really Catarina Lynx's scene, but it's this new cat lover's scene. I love this new cat lover sim that I made. She wears like really cool like dark purple clothes for her main outfit. I mean, it's hard to make loads of sims just using like in-game items, especially when you're pack limited, and also some of the style choices that we have in the base game are, well, something else. I kind of like using my CC, but with this world, with this save file, it's going to be base game compatible. So basically, if you only have the Sims 4 base game, then you're going to get the free base game worlds, and they're all going to be completely kitted out. No CC, nothing like that. And then if you have like cats and dogs, you'll have this world, and that'll be cats and dogs and base game only. So like, it's not dependent on packs. So basically, if you have a pack and it comes with a world, then the world's going to be okay for you to use, and there's not going to be any bold naked Sims running around, because nobody wants that. Also, there's like so many save files that use loads of packs, and I just thought, well, I'm gonna have my own USP, you know? Is it USP? Yeah. Unique selling point. That's right. Okay. I don't know what I'm saying. We're well into this video, but I'm kind of liking how this house is turning out. Not quite sure what I'm doing with the shape right now. Did I make that chimney big? Oh, I moved it on. Oh, that's fine. I don't know what I'm doing, but I think it looks better rotating the house on this lot like that. Also, just thought you'd like to know, not that it's really relevant, but sure, I was actually deciding to watch Netflix at the time that I was building this house. I've not had Netflix for particularly long, but I was basically watching the new, I say new, it's 2020 and we're now in 2021, but I was watching the new Rebecca film with Lily James, and I mean, that was a cool film, so I was just watching that. I didn't think it was like too intense that I had to be like watching every single moment of the film, so it was kind of okay. So I was just building and watching Rebecca. So that was a fun evening. This was quite a long time ago now. I mean, if you go on my gallery, by the way, my origin ID is ToriFoxx. This is on my gallery. You'll be able to see the date that I uploaded it. That's the day that I did it. Also, I did this in an hour, just over, so I had to slow down the video footage a bit. Normally I speed it up by 10%. 10%? I speed it up by 10 or by 1000%. They're the same thing, I believe. Yeah. But I didn't this time. It's by 9 instead, because I wanted to make it that bit slower, because it was... Or was it by 8? I don't know. Because it was like just a bit over an hour, and I don't normally build houses in that kind of time. I know my speed builds are often a lot faster than most people's, but that's because it takes me ages to build a house. But not today, Satan. I actually built a cute house. I need to stop saying that. Every time one of my pets annoys me, I'm like, haha, not today, Satan. It's getting to be a problem. So yeah, I'm really liking this house. Would definitely live here. It's a 1-bedroom house still. I didn't do a lot with the floor plan. I mean, I kind of changed it. It just looks like a true, honest renovation. And you know what? I think that's okay. And I think that people would probably enjoy playing in this house, because I certainly would. And I'm just excited about my save file, and I'm going to talk about it in like every video. But I'm so excited because I made a family literally today. And it's a single dad and his 2 kids. And he has his 2 kids called Daisy and Poppy, which, yes, they are the names of the 2 toddlers from Ben and Holly's Little Kingdom. I have, like, young relatives, it's fine. So, basically, I feel like maybe him and his ex-wife, they got the inspiration for the kids' names from that show. But he's now a divorced writer, and he's just kind of sad. He lives in Brindleton Bay with his 2 children, Daisy and Poppy, and they have a cat and a dog, I believe. They have a basset hound dog and like a grey tabby cat. I believe the dog's called Luna and the cat's called Pickles, because I think that Pickles is like the cutest name for a cat. And everybody seems to be having a dog named Luna at the minute. It's like a really in-trend name. In-trend, on-trend, I'm not sure. But anyway, he lives in Brindleton Bay, and he's a writer, and he's pretty successful in his writing career. So that's great. So you'd think he was successful in all aspects of his life. I could not speak just then. But no, he's not. He might be successful in his career, but he's not so successful in his private life, because he is fairly recently divorced from his wife, and he's kind of sad about it. And then he's got his 2 kids, and they're now like sort of I don't know, not old, but they're like kids, not like toddlers. And basically he just wants them to live a very good life. They're like twins. And he wants them to wear matching clothes. He has like this ideal in his head because he's probably seen like, I don't know, stuff on the internet, and he just wants them to have a perfect life. So he thinks he's being like the best father ever, but they're like, "Oh, what the heck, Dad? Stop making us look identical. This is irritating and annoying." But then he does that, and then they're not particularly keen on it, but he thinks he's giving them like the best life possible. So they kind of hate him, which is kind of sad and a bit dark for the Sims, but there we go. And he's just very like kind of sad, and he fuels his sadness into his writing of these stories, which are doing really well, and his business is booming, and he's doing great. He's got this really big fancy house, so he thinks he's doing literally the best by his kids, but to be honest, they would much rather he spent way less time writing and earning all that money, and they would just rather live in a smaller house and see their dad more often. But he doesn't know that. But also, when he's not writing or hanging out with his kids, he likes to take them to the park with the dog. I was gonna say with the cat as well, but who takes their cat to the park? I mean, I don't. When he's not hanging out with the kids, there's somebody who's kind of caught his attention. She's kind of like a little bit younger than him, but she's kind of caught his attention. Her name is Eden, and basically she's very studious, and she is just very interested in the idea of being a vet. Like, this is her whole life's work, is studying and thinking about becoming a vet. And she wants to have her own vet business. Like, she wants to own it. So she does not have time for love interests. Absolutely zero time for love interests. But somehow, oh, what's the dad's name? I've forgotten his name. That's terrible. I'm so bad with names. But somehow he's fallen for somebody who's never gonna fall for him, and that's just gonna break his heart even further. So his storyline's kind of tragic, to be honest. Eden has no time for him whatsoever, so it's kind of sad. I mean, Eden's done like all her studying. She's kind of getting on just a little bit now, but she's determined to have a vet clinic, and that is just her life's work basically. And she does not have time for love, but here she is having a secret admirer. So that's kind of fun for her. Yeah, I bet she loves that. So as you can tell, my save file is going to be kind of wild. I mean, it's going to be wholesome. I like it. I've got like another couple, like a family, and like one of them is like a really artsy sim. They're living in the Hecking's old household. They're living there, and she's like super artsy, but they have like a child, and her wife's just like, you need to calm down just a little bit because you're not setting a very good example to Taya. So yeah, they got a daughter called Taya, and she's like, just calm down a little bit because you're not setting a very good example. So there's like some beef going on with these families, which I mean, it's fine. I think it's fine. So on that note, we're coming up to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed this renovation of this house. Once again, I didn't talk about this house. I was too busy talking about the new created lore that I have made in Brindleton Bay, which, you know what? I'm excited about it. I think you guys are going to like it. Not that this save file is going to be released anytime soon, but some of these Sims are on the gallery, so if you want to go and download them, my origin ID is ToriFoxx. So on that note, I think I'm gonna go. Please don't forget to like and comment and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Let me know what you think of this house because I think it's kind of cute, and I will see you guys next time.